Hey YouTube, it is the 7th of December 2024 and this is my shop. It used to be a dairy barn because this used to be a dairy farm. I don't know how many acres they originally had, but I have 0.37 acres right here in town within walking distance of my house. Town has grown around the dairy barn. These houses have been built since I've owned this property, 15 years or so, and we got a little project to do inside. I have a kitchen space, or we call it a gathering room. We used to have a lot of car clubs and camper clubs and that kind of thing. We have get-togethers and so forth. Not so much anymore. I really don't have a lot of room anymore, but we could clean it up, make some space, and have an event again. We're going to run inside and do a little project today. This is the gathering room. My collections have sort of taken over. Got a lot of stuff, freight comes in and things we're always sorting out. This is my proofing box because I make a lot of sourdough. So I keep my sourdough starter active in my unheated space, and I can raise bread rolls, cinnamon rolls, that kind of thing. Right now, a lot of my generators are parked in here for lack of a better place to put them. But our work today is going to be here in my kitchen space. I'm kind of a prepper, so I also collect and use cast iron like crazy. So there's lots and lots of cast iron and such in here. But lighting this space, oh yeah, I got a wood burning cook stove, and I got fire going in there this morning because it's cold. That's a little warm, yeah. But the stove is very nice. So to light the space, I have this light fixture. So it's on my wife maybe found it, I can't remember. This ladder, it's an oak library ladder, and I hung it in here to hang things, all my cast iron, and to mount a light to. When we were putting this place together, a lot of things just came to us. This stove with a stainless top was like $50. It was already set up for propane, so I power that stove off a propane tank that's actually in that cabinet. That just worked out. That and it's that sink right there. It just came. My wife found these cabinets. We bought one piece of countertop and made countertops. So my wife found this. Our center island's kind of on wheels with a butcher block top on it. It's just perfect for our space. And then later on, we got that wood burning cook stove. It's a Monarch from I believe 1910. Anyway, everything in here has a story, including the light fixture. That light fixture, when we bought our house in 1988, there was one little light in the kitchen, and I needed better light in the kitchen. And this is the style of fixture. We were doing all oak in our kitchen, and so I wanted an oak frame. This is called a dropped opal lens. And of course, I'm a retired electrician now. And back in the day, I worked for a company, privately owned, and I would walk by the boss's office one morning, and he goes, "Hey, Glenn," and I go, "Hey, what's happening?" And popped in, and he goes, "How's that new house?" I said, "Well, it's going pretty good." I said, "In fact, I'm looking for a light fixture for the kitchen right now to, put some real light in there. I want a 4-tube fluorescent." And he goes, "Well, what are you looking for? Come on in," kind of thing. And next thing you know, he's got this thing found. He made the purchase. I paid for the light, but he ordered it for me. Anyway, fast forward, how long has it been? 15 years ago, 10, 15 years ago, something like that. He passed away. When I got this barn, we had remodeled the kitchen in our house, went to recess lighting, and I moved this fixture from the house over to here. And maybe once or twice I put fluorescent tubes in it, but two of them are gone. There's not much light coming out of it. It's very dirty again. It needs to be washed and cleaned. So today's the day we're going to take this fixture apart, and we are going to update it with LED tubes. So I ordered these on Amazon. Just did a search for, this a T8 fixture. Newer ones that have the much smaller diameter tubes, those are T5s. This obviously has a magnetic ballast in them, not a new electronic ballast in them. So what we need to do, and there's a wiring diagram here, we need to open this fixture up, get it all cleaned up, take the old fluorescent tubes out, rewire it to this, taking the ballast out of the circuit and tying these right into the 120 volt circuit that feeds this light. So that is the task for today. I thought I'd take you along with me because, well, that's what I'm doing today. And we're going to have probably 4 times the light in this space. You can see I have no insulation in the ceiling. It's all very dark brown. It really sucks the light out of the room. And if you're a subscriber to the channel, you might have watched some videos. We've done some cooking videos in here. Really struggled to get light in here, both to see by and to film by. I put those LED lights up just in a porcelain socket, and they help this bigger space get some light in it. But we need to get more light over here. I've been wanting to do this for years, and you know how it is, as long as it's still working a little bit, yeah, we just run with it. So this old stained glass, I'm just going to flip it up on top. Let's take out the lens and frame. It's got 1 Phillips screw, as I recall, going in from each side. So we're going to throw a strap or rope or something around the fixture so nothing falls. I don't want to damage anything. I want to be real careful. We'll get that out of here. We'll get it all cleaned up. I heat with wood in here. It's really, really dirty all the time. It is what it is, but it's warm. And then we're going to go about rewiring and get those new tubes in there. So here we go. All right, as you can see, I put some straps around that lens, and I got the 1 screw out of each end to drop that down. Again, trying to be very, very careful with it. It's I've got this in 88, so it's getting close to 40 years old, 36, something like that. So anyway, I'm going to now loosen the straps and start dropping it down so I can just get it out of there, and then we'll set it aside. I'll probably need something a little taller than my little steps over here, but 8-foot ladder's too tall. My 6-foot ladder's buried somewhere. I don't know where. D8 tubes, yeah, it's been a while. Not much light out of them anymore. Really dirty. That old wood stove really puts the dirt out. Just cleaning it will make a big difference. Ooh, this was not an inexpensive fixture back in the day. I remember, swallowing hard when I heard what I was going to have to pay for it back then. Even today, it's a couple bucks. So. Probably can't even get one because it is solid oak. Probably can't buy that today. Okay, so at this point you're going to want to turn that circuit off and lock it off. Do as I say, not as I do. Right? I'm going to try and leave those straps there if I can. Now, if you're a business, you're not allowed to throw these in the garbage can, but as an individual, you can. Now, you just squeeze this together. Sure wish I was an inch or 3 taller. These ballasts likely have a date on them. That's how they warrantied them back in the day. So I said I bought this in '88. Could have been '89, I suppose. But we're about to find out how close I was. So my power's coming in the middle, the black and white wires to each ballast. So let me kill the circuit. I'm going to come back and cut those wires. I got to get my strippers. And then we'll cut all the wires going to the tombstones. The tombstones are the sockets that the pins go into, okay? And then we're going to clean this thing up. Go get some strippers. Okay, I've got all the wires cut loose. I turned the power back on. I safed off the hot. That's so I had some light. Threw a light fixture in here. And we need to pull the ballast out. Both ballasts out. I believe a 3/8 nut driver will get the job done. We have nothing going back in as far as the ballast is concerned. When you cut the wires, cut them close to the ballast as you can, so you have a lot of wire to work with, because we got to rewire the light, right? Told you these have a date on them, or they should. I'm looking. K of 87. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K. November 87. That dates it. Again, those had a, I don't know, 3 or 4 year warranty or something on them. That's how they decided how old that ballast was for a warranty. This should have the same date on it. Yep, K of 87. Okay. Now then, now we have to determine, according to the wiring diagram, which side we want the hot, which side we want the neutral. So let's say the hot's going to be on this side, one closest to you. Okay, move my little stool over there. And you only heat up one pin, evidently, on the tube. So all these are going to have 2 wires coming out of them. And so I'm going to shorten one of them up on each tombstone. And we'll need to safe them off. Oh, in this case you got 4 wires. So 1, 2, 3 get shortened up. And again, we'll safe those off. With a wire nut. Okay, so I got some little blue ones here. Hopefully I got enough kicking around. Because remember, all these will be hot once we're done. Okay. You can also get them out of the socket, but I don't want to hurt the sockets. They're old enough. Now this one I got 3 wires hanging out. I'm going to put an orange on it. Okay. Now then, again, these are all going to be hot. So we need to tie these in to the black wire here, okay? So I think what we'll do, we'll get these into the channel in the middle, okay, like this. We'll cut them all the length of the shortest wire. What did I do with my cutters? Why did I put them down there? Why are they not in my pocket? All right, do this again. They'll be hidden in the channel. We'll cut them all off the length of the shortest wire. And we'll splice them together. Let's see. I need a wire long enough to reach the black. Comes up short. Yellow one's long enough. We'll use it. Strip that one out. Okay, I'm going to go run and find a few more wire nuts. Okay, be right back. Got wire nuts. Gonna use yellow to put the wires together. All right. Okay, now I'll go to the other end. We'll do the neutral side, same way. Gather everything up, tie them together down to one wire, which we'll make up there. So I'll do this off camera. All right, I've made the wire connections. So a couple things to remember. The directions say to use one pin. So we've chosen the pin on this side for both the hot wire, the neutral wire. So the one pin on this side. Okay, so don't mix and match because it probably won't work. Okay, doesn't gonna matter which side you hook the hot or neutral to. You could do it either way. According to the directions, it's just fine. Okay, so I think we have all the wiring connections correct. The power is back on. We're gonna put the center cover in. I cleaned it up a little bit. I cleaned up the fixture a little bit. It's not great. I got so much heat coming off the stove. I spray it with cleaner and it evaporates so quickly. Hard to get it good, but it's good enough. If this was in your house, you'd probably do a better job. But it's kind of a dirty environment there. This one is not cooperating. There we go. Click. Now then. These tubes I got have little protective plastic pieces on the ends. You're going to want to remove that. It's also got a film across the lens to keep it from getting scratched during shipping. Gonna want to remove that after installation. Okay, so these want to go in 90 degrees off and rotate till it clicks. Click. Shoot, one lamp's better than all the lights I had before. Tube number 2, remove said plastic clip, that plastic clip off. Here my strappages. 90 degrees, rotated to place. And these have these protective strippies on them. Click. It's got 2 of them. Does it have 2 of them? Maybe somebody was overzealous at the factory. I only see 1 on the other one. Woo! Look at the light. Alright, tube number 3. So I'm a 2nd generation electrician, and I remember some time ago, my dad was over. You know, we're both retired electricians. And he goes, boy, you don't have much light in your kitchen area. I go, yeah, and I need to put some LED tubes in there. And he goes, well, what are you waiting for? I don't know. I still work a little bit. He gave me a hard time for it. We're finally getting to it, though. I guess the tubes have been here for a while. Matter of what projects am I working on? Tube number 4, remove caps. Caps removed. Man, that's bright. One, two, three, 4. Boy, I guess so. Smokers. Not bad, huh? Alright. I gotta clean up this lens. It's a dirty job, but somebody's gotta do it. Oh boy. So let me go get that done. Well, and just like that, boys and girls, there we are. It looks good. Great light down here. I know it's not gonna come across on the camera very good because the camera's gonna adjust for it, but I got a mess to clean up this morning, but it looks wonderful. Better than ever. All right. Okay, I'm gonna clean up my mess. We're gonna end this video right here. Guys, thanks for watching. Hope this helps somebody. And thumbs up on the way out if you don't mind. Watch another video while you're here. That'd be great. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And we'll see you guys on the next video.